I'm going to give you my take on the clip from Legally Blonde. It's the big climactic scene where Elle Woods proves that her client isn't guilty. The witness has testified that she didn't hear her father get shot because she was taking a shower.
But like I said, I went straight upstairs to take a shower.
And you see Elle grasping at straws, trying to do what we call as impeachment. It's just the idea that a witness says something on the stand under oath, and the opposing lawyer tries to undermine the credibility of what they say.
Move to strike that from the record, Your Honor. It's speculation.
Or maybe even prove that it's a lie. Now, the thing about impeachment is there's actually 5 specific different forms. This form of impeachment is actually one of the trickiest ones because there are really kind of arcane and difficult evidentiary rules around it. It's called impeachment by specific contradiction. Specific contradiction is a little bit what it sounds like. There's some evidence in the world, either physical evidence or maybe another witness, or even just something about the way we know the world works, that contradicts what the witness has said under oath. The realistic part, I think, about what she's doing is sometimes when you're a defense lawyer and you don't really have a lot to go on, you're just doing your best to try to get a sense of places that you could push on the witness testimony. The witness says she woke up.
I got up.
She went to the gym, I think.
Went to the gym.
She got a perm.
Got a perm.
And then she came home.
Came home.
She took the shower, and that's when her father was shot. And then you see Elle's face light up. And that's the moment she realizes she has specific contradiction, that a perm can't have a shower immediately after or the curls will go flat, and this girl's curls are perfectly intact. She realizes she's got the witness in a trap, and then she lays the kind of groundwork to impeach the witness by specific contradiction.
Had you ever gotten a perm before? How many would you say? Why is it that Tracy Marcinko's curls were ruined when she got hosed down?
Because isn't it the first cardinal rule of perm maintenance that you're forbidden to wet your hair for at least 24 hours after getting a perm, at the risk of deactivating the ammonium thioglycolate?
All perfect example of great lawyering, including the ability to be spontaneous and use what you know about the world to realize there are holes in a witness's story. But let's say like the witness, as is more likely the case, doesn't want to do that. And they're like, well, I get a special kind of perm that allows you to shower afterward. It's like an unusual, super expensive perm. It's more likely witnesses squirm out of being impeached. So if you think about what she says, you know, I got up, she says, I got up, I got a latte, I went to the gym, I came home, I showered, perm, whatever. Parts of that story have nothing to do with the kind of underlying facts of the case, like whether it was a latte or a cappuccino. Both of those are questions the law allows you to ask of the witness under oath. Elle Woods could just as well have said, you know, wasn't it your Pilates studio, not the gym? Or didn't you get a cappuccino, not a latte? But specific contradiction only allows you to ask questions of the witness on the stand unless those things are independently relevant to the case. Say she had said, no, it was a latte, I always get a latte. And in Elle Woods' file or pocket was a receipt for a cappuccino. Elle at that point can't actually introduce the receipt for the cappuccino. And the reason for that is that the only reason to prove she's not telling the truth is to somehow suggest to the jury that if she lied about this one little thing, she's lying about everything and we can't believe her. But the law recognizes that that's a waste of time, and that's kind of a bad set of inferences. There's a rule called collateral evidence rule. That means essentially if the evidence is collateral, you can't bring it in, whether through physical evidence or a witness. You can only ask questions of the witness on the stand. However, if for some reason it's an independently relevant and provable fact, as in the case of the perm in the shower, then you can introduce collateral evidence. So going back to my original point, if she had in fact done what was more realistic and said it was a special kind of perm and you can do showers with them, Elle could have called in the hairstylist and asked the hairstylist what kind of perm was it. Similarly, she could have brought in the brand of perm, you know, and introduced it and said, here, right here on the box, it says, you know, no showering, showering will kill curls. So it's just kind of a quirky rule of evidence because sorting between what's collateral and what's not collateral isn't always intuitive. And this is a great clip to make just that point.